Hey you guys, welcome back. It's your girl Gypsy, blessed be. So obviously with the title, we're gonna get into some things I like to call self-care mistakes and self-care in general. You know, I said some things at the bottom, but we go into it. So I did write notes, but I might just, you know me, I'm living off the dome. That's what I do with it. We got a little company, as you can. Okay, so as far as so self-care in general, right? If you don't know what self-care is, especially as a woman, we as women go through a lot. I'm not saying men don't, but we as women go through a lot through our everyday, day-to-day process of life, you know, a lot. So self-care is basically a word we're going to use to describe what puts us in the right headspace, what gets us together. I'm sorry, y'all. What gets us together, what keeps us, you know, focused, what gets us back on track, and you know, things like that. So if you want to acknowledge what self-care is, it's something to bring you joy, bring order in your life, and give you a sense of mystery. So as far as like a skill, something to improve, things of that sort. Now, a lot of people don't know that. They just think, like, I guess when you hear self-care, you're like, oh, you know, like how to brush your teeth or make sure you take showers and soothe and whatever. That is not all self-care is. Self-care is something mental as well. It's physical as well. At least it should be, okay? I'm not saying everybody does it the way I do it. You have to acknowledge what the self-care is and what it helps in your life. I don't know why this curl keeps going wrong on me, but you know I love me a pastel, a nice pastel. If y'all got some pastels, please send them to me. Let me know which ones I should buy, because I love me some pastels, some cool colors for that ass. So yeah, so self-care to me, for me, is working out, eating right, detoxing every other month, meditating, at least trying to when I can. I have a child, so it's a little harder than I thought, but meditation does help a lot. And if you can't meditate in the physical sense, you can always download like Headspace. It's like when you lay down and go to sleep, it talks to you and it tells you, you know, how to breathe. And I guarantee you, if you listen to that crap, you will feel so good when you wake up, like so good, like taking off your eyelashes and your wig good, like it feels good. I'm not even gonna lie to you. Self-care is a ritual that every woman needs to go through, and it helps relieve a lot of stress, you know, in your everyday life. Hygiene wise, you know, there's tips and tricks you can do that people don't know about, I guess. I don't want to be rude, but I remember somebody told me white people don't use towels, and if y'all don't, that's really rude. I'm not gonna lie, the reason I said all is because I ain't gonna cap. The few I've ran into didn't use washcloths. I ain't saying that's all, but I know quite a few white folk. And for me to sit there and say the ones that I know haven't used washcloths, and they even told me it's a black thing, I'm a little curious about that. Leave comments, please, because I'm a little curious about that for sure, because I've never in my life heard of that, but the few I've had said it was black people. It's a black people thing. Using a washcloth to scrub your ass when you get in the shower is a black person thing. I'm gonna need you to educate me. I'm gonna need you to educate me just a little bit, just a little bit, just a little bit. Let me know, just a little bit. So, okay, so as far as, like, for example, you're in the shower. Self-care is you scrubbing every inch of your body. Because when you get out, you gonna feel so good. It's just certain things you do that I guess not everybody is taught the same way when it comes to these things. Okay, I'm gonna be real with y'all. A big thing that I do for my self-care is I don't use tampons, I use pads. And where I'm from, we didn't even use pads. We use these things called like nappies, and it's a cloth, so it's a cloth pad. But in America, y'all have pads, so use pads. So the reason I don't use tampons is because toxic shock syndrome, and 2, your body naturally is supposed to disperse it. I feel like when you put something up there to absorb, it kind of, I've noticed Me personally, I've noticed it delayed my period. So it made my period last longer than it should have if I just had a pad on and let it just do its thing, you know, just let it do a thing. That to me is self-care. You know, putting lavender on my pillows, that's self-care. Anything you can do to make yourself feel comfortable and relax would be self-care. Putting Epsom salt in your bathtub, some flowers and some essential oils, that's self-care. You want to keep your life as flowy and as, you know, as problemless as possible. And if you can take certain things through the day to make you feel better, do it. Do it. Self-care is very important. Having sex, you know, is a form of self-care, but I wouldn't say it's self-care because having sex can throw off your pH balance, and that is no bueno. And no, just because your vagina smells different than other people does not mean you stink. Everybody's vagina smells differently. It's affected by your diet. So like processed foods, a lot of sugars, things of that sort affects your pH balance. Not just sex, but sex does play a big factor because if you're having sex unprotected, yeah, pre-cum is a thing. That has a smell. When it touches your smell, things happen. I'm sure you learned this in sex ed, but yeah, things happen and it causes, you know, bacterial exchange and all that stuff. Bacteria is everywhere, baby. If you don't drink a lot of water, it'll throw off your pH balance. That's why I literally detox as much as I can. Like I detox every month for at least a week or two. It's hard as hell, but it has to be done. My pee was clear. My pee was clear at one point in time. Okay. Just remember that you have to take steps to remember who you are, get your body together, and if that's what you have to do, then that's what you have to do. If it's hard, then maybe try to take another route to it. But self-care in general, try to get some vegetables and fruits in your diet. Every now and then you start with one thing you like a lot, and then you keep going. Just keep incorporating that into your meal, and keep going and keep going and keep going. You'll be so amazed at what you can do. Scrub your feet. Apparently, there's like a lot going on with this rapper named Mulatto and her feet. It's not hard to scrub your feet. Or if you know the place you're in is dirty, put some socks on, because your feet are literally like. Listen, people inject drugs into their feet for a reason. I'm gonna just sit that there. There's a reason people inject drugs into their feet and their butt. And I'm gonna just leave that there. Your feet are very important, okay? Make sure your feet are clean. Literally the first thing you get into the shower is your feet. So just put a towel down when you get in the tub, scrub your feet on that towel, and then use another towel to wash your butt off. It's that simple. Once you get your self-care together, you'll feel so much better. Your life is so good with self-care. I feel like personally meditation is a big thing too, and a lot of people don't talk about that. Meditation and self-affirmations are literally the most important thing I feel in any self-care routine. Because meditation is those 5, 10, 20 minutes you get to sit down and just be to yourself, think with yourself, have your inner thoughts, play some nice soothing music if you need to. Play some nice soothing music if you need to. And you just get your mind together. It helps me. And if it can help me, I'm sure it can help you. You know what I mean? Love you too. Okay. If it can help me, it can help you, and that's big. Okay. Me too. Mommy too. So yeah, self-affirmations. That's basically you know, like The Secret, right? The law of attraction. You speak good, and you keep speaking it. You'll do good. You'll do good. You'll do good. The reasons you deserve it and all that stuff. You do good, you do good, you do good. And it'll come to you. If you, oh my God. Thank you guys so much for visiting my channel. Please like and subscribe. I really appreciate your love and support. I'm gonna try to get a little bit more. My daughter obviously needs attention. And I'll be getting back to you guys later.